So we'll now this is I've never had these valves out of this head. The only reason that this head right here is a good candidate is it has this, that's that governor thing right there, and it works real good as is. It blocks off really good, so makes the head worth time to fix. But with that said, let's look at the valves. And this is the exhaust right here. Let's see, can I knock it loose? Okay. And I'll leave you with a question. You know, you see this valve right here. I'm gonna wipe it down a little bit. So you can see that. Well, maybe you can't, but it's quite rusty. It's not too bad on the stem actually, but it's way undersized. If you cleaned it up, it would be on. And the head on it up there is, you know, it's what you got. So a little bench work, you know what I mean? We'll scrape that off for later. But to examine the seat and make a in this case, I'm going to make an educated guess in this case that that's the way this head came from the factory. And noting that this long governor rod part on this head here is not worn very much at all. These years you'll find that you have some that's worn plumb out, enough to require a bushing. So, just saying. The valve seat is very skinny. When these were new, they didn't have a very wide valve seat. So I'll get that cleaned up. And out of curiosity, this is, let's see. Oh yeah, I made that valve. See, it's pretty decent. I actually could put that valve in there and it would work. Just cutting the seat. Well, you have to cut it. Yeah, yes, it would work. So with that said, on the clearance and all, this is a valve I ordered the other day on the internet. Let's just see how it fits. Well, actually, it's a little looser. Indicating, and then I done had the micrometer on it. This one is a 0.5 thousandths or something smaller than this one, and it was loose in this hole compared to the other one. So, yeah, that's the same, 0.5 thousandths, you know. And what the other one? All of them about the same. So that's what we're working with. Now let's look at that intake valve right there. Well, it's quite rusty also. See, actually it wasn't rusty at one time, but it got some water in it, and you can see the drying pattern where it rusted onto that stem right there. That's the worst kind of rust. And actually the seat on this valve, for whatever reasons, is way down there at the bottom down there. So that means that it's a lot of buildup on it to account for that. But that seat is equally as skinny, factory original, as the other one is. So So we'll put some new valves in there and get that spark plug out now. Okay. I turn that in for grading. We'll cut them seats. I'm gonna put them valve guides down in there, and then I'm gonna cut them seats, and I'm gonna drop them 2 new valves down in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 new springs on it. Now, yeah, weld that in there. And also, one of the things that's really important on these engines about getting them to run good is getting them to run slow. Is if you're sucking air around that shaft right there, around that shaft in there, then it's hard to regulate your governor. Can't get it to run slow enough. Yeah, I'll tell you about inflation. Had a roof put on to my house yesterday. This is how much materials they had left from the job. Supposed to be a truck coming along in the day to pick it up. But didn't already put that roof on my house. Done a good job. I mean a wonderful job. Real happy with it. But inflation, you know, how much do you think a roof costs? I just called for an estimate. They'll tell you, just saying,